Merry Christmas, criminals. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. Today I'm flying solo for a shorter video, because this is the last Riddler Roundup video. And after this, I will be starting on the DLC, Cold Cold Heart. So, last video I thought I picked up everything as far as in the streets of Gotham goes, but I was wrong. There's one more on top of this GCR tower, and you actually can't get it unless you glide to it. There's no way to grapple up to it.
The police are on their way.
There's also another data pack hiding out here on the courthouse. For some reason, Anarchy's still here? It's a little strange, because, I mean, Black Mask gets picked up, and Deadshot got picked up, but maybe they just don't think Anarchy is that much of an issue. Well, either way. I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting in this one because, well, I just want to keep it short. You know, we've only got a couple more to go, honestly. We're pretty much done with this. So the next piece is here in the church. I picked this up at the end of the Black Mask video, but I want to say the game didn't save before I quit, so I actually had to come back in here and re-get it. But hey, you know, it's no big deal. And like I said, you know, Black Mask isn't here anymore. I'm not sure why Anarchy stayed where he was. Just hanging out, I guess. The next spot I have to clear up is the final offer, Penguin's boat. We haven't been here since the beginning of the game. We've passed across the top of the boat a couple times, but we never had the tools to grab all of the data packs until right around now, because 2 of them require the glue grenades, and that's one of the last upgrades you get. Luckily, as far as backtracking goes, the final offer isn't too bad. It still suffers from some of the same issues of, well, you are backtracking because there's only one way in and out, but it could be worse, honestly. The first data pack is right here, where we took the line launcher across first time, and it's frozen, so you can't use the backclaw to get it. This is something else they pulled from Arkham City, in that you just need to use your glue grenade or freeze grenade in City to create a platform to walk over to it. I could have ziplined there to go faster, but honestly the speed's not too noticeable. So there's 2 pieces here on the boiler deck. One of them is at the top where we first jumped down into the boiler deck fight. There was a steam vent there protecting another data pack, and that one is right here. There is also another one on the boiler deck itself. Obviously it's kind of a big area, so it'd probably be pretty much perfect to hide something in, right? Of course, I go the wrong direction. It's on the other side of the boiler room, because of course it is. The only thing you need to get this one is the remote claw, so I actually could have gotten this earlier in the game. Just, I honestly don't remember this one. The only reason I know it's here is because I got all those data pack informants. And there are 3 more on the final offer. One of them, you may recall, maybe you noticed that I passed by a security door last time we were climbing our way up through the engine room. The reason is, at that time, I did not have the municipal codes I needed to hack that door. But now, well, we're at the end of the game. If I don't have the codes now, I'll probably never have them. Of course, I get a little bit backwards, but yeah, it's the next floor up. out there. Come on, look around. There we go. Of course, the door doesn't instantly open as soon as you hack it. You have to wait for the door to unlock. But, you know, whatever. And right inside here, we find another data pack. Now, I almost turned around and left at this point, and that would have been a bad thing to do, because there are still 2 extortion files to pick up. So it's a good thing that I checked my map. Yeah. So back in that first big Predator room inside the theater, there are 2 more data packs to pick up. One of them I think I got on video, but that was in another playthrough. The other one, well, I just haven't been down there. Still, as has been mentioned many times, just seeing all these areas so empty and lifeless and silent aside from the ambient noise, I don't really like it. I'm not even sure if it was an intentional design decision. But whatever the case, you know, you still get some nice Christmas music piped in here and there. So that's nice. I kind of wish it was piped in through the entire boat. It would make me feel better, honestly. Of course, last time we passed through this bar area up here, we found a guy who was passed down the table. Looked like he'd started his Christmas Eve celebrations a little early, and he's still here. Merry Christmas, buddy. The casino is as empty as ever. I went ahead and I already grabbed that one on that required hitting the money sign, so the last 2 are not here. There's the model ship for the Burgess, or was it for the something Meredith? The reference back to the 66 Batman actor. But yeah, so first one is underneath these stairs. If you pop open these floor grates, there is actually a data pack under the stairs. And you can get in from either side of the floor grates. So, you know, that's nice. It's convenient. You may accidentally find your way in here on one side, and then you can just go out the other. Could even come in handy for the Predator rooms. The other one is back in this corner here, and the way I'm going now is not the way to get it. This will show you where it is, but the actual way to get it is you have to go back by the door back here and slide under this grate. And voila, the bridge, or the final offer is finished. So the next place we have to go to is the bridge, because there are still some data packs in here I didn't pick up. And this is the last set of data packs, so after we finish here, we'll finally be putting a stop to Enigma's diabolical plan. I don't know. I really miss the music that played the first time coming through here, you know. You had a sense of purpose, everything felt, man, we gotta go now. It's, I don't know. Once you finish the game world just feels really empty. They still have the crimes in progress, and you know, I guess that's worth something, but it just feels so, I don't know. Anemic? Is that the word? Probably not. Anyway, this data pack, you don't really have any vertical orientation for where it's at, so it can be easy to get mixed up and not be exactly sure what you're looking for. But with a little careful inspection, you will find it eventually. So trick is, there is a second area here And if you climb up this ladder, normally this is the way you first had to come up here, you know, because the elevator was in the way to begin with. But on the way up, oh, hey, what's that? I see a thing. So this one's actually a little bit tricky. You have to go back down to the bottom of that ladder, and it's the only place you have any room to backclaw it. Yeah, it's some diabolical placement. Like I said, I don't really like having it in the vertical areas, just because you don't really have any vertical orientation when you see the elevator shaft map. You just see, oh, there's one here, one here, one here, and this is a pretty tall area. It could have been in a lot of different places. But obviously I found it, so it can't be that bad, I suppose. I skipped over this on the main playthrough because this was actually jammed last time I came through here, I believe. I don't know where the jamming comes from, but I don't think I showed it on the video, but most of the times I've come through here, this has actually been jammed. I don't think there's any jammer to take down. It's just for some reason your pack is scrambled. Maybe it's to keep up the momentum of where you're trying to go to, but if that's the case, it seems really rotten to make you come back here for this. But I only remember having that difficulty on previous playthroughs, so it may not be the case. I may be making things up. That's possible. The boiler room here is completely empty, so we just have to make our way back into the train station. Because the train station, on the train itself, is where we have another one of the datapacks need to pick up. And then there's another room that I skipped over on the way towards trying to disarm the last bomb when we got sidetracked by Firefly. And that's because, well, that one was sort of intentional to try and keep up the momentum. Because, you know, at that point, that video had gotten pretty long. If I'd stayed any longer to fix some of this other stuff, people might have gotten pretty angry at me. Because that was 47-minute video. Yeah, it took a while. I don't want to make it, 50 minutes. That'd be breaking the straw that broke the camel's back, you know. So, on the train itself, where we had all the hostages previously, that is where a datapack is. Sneaky, sneaky. And then the last datapack is up here in a side room. This one can be a little tricky to figure out at first because the game doesn't offer you too much in the way of hints. The datapack itself is on that train, and if you look through the doors you'll see it. It's just not real clear on how you're supposed to access it. So, obviously you've got this electrical generator. It's probably creating some lightning somewhere, so you have to hit some lightning at something. And the only tool you have that will address any issues is the remote battering. So if you toss one up there, you can actually get a pretty quick glimpse of what exactly you're looking at. Kind of scout out the area a bit. There's a destructible ceiling there on the train. There's nothing really on the other side of the train. Aside from some lights, but, who cares about that? There's, looks like some broken cables there, and here is an electrical panel. So, the key is obvious. You just got to power this up. There's going to be electricity somewhere. You just got to boil that out. And then once you fix the electricity, then you just ram the battering into the panel and you're good to go. Right? So, of course it doesn't open the doors itself. That would be way too convenient. So, instead you just, spray, detonate, and we're good to go. So that is all the extortion files, and those will be going up in a companion video to this one. I'm going to have all the extortion files in one video. And now that we've gotten all those, after the concept art notification, we have one more mission objective, and that's to return to Enigma's HQ and access his secret room. Now, I could have come here earlier, because all you really need to do to stop Enigma's plan is to disable the network relays. And once you do that, the battery protecting his little data server here, that's going to be deactivated. So you can just go and, you know, Hulk smash on his computer, which I'm going to do right now.
Well, look at that! You figured it out! I'm impressed. Annoyed, too. But your achievement signals a level of intellect rarely seen in Gotham. It seems you're quite the riddle. Now, don't get too comfortable. You see, I learned something else tonight. The nastiest, dirtiest little secret you can imagine. It puts the rest of my collection to shame. But I'm going to wait to release it, if only because it means I get to watch you squirm as you wonder what on earth it is. I'll be in touch soon.
Looks like he's no longer an imminent threat. I can close this case. For now, at least.
And that's the end of it. You don't track down Enigma, you don't send the cops to his apartment. Yeah, just see you next time, Dark Knight. It feels a little lazy. But since we get all the data packs, normally this area would be scrambled. There's a jammer on the other side of the door that would be active, and since it's on the other side of the door, no way to deactivate it. But since I have gotten all the data packs, that jammer's been disabled. So we can hack this data pad, and well, we'll see something very special on the other side. And it looks like Enigma's been getting ready for something. Maybe using some of these very familiar pressure pads and these ways to hold in some little question mark trophies. He's got a lot of little schematics here, you know, kind of like how he's setting out his data pack. And he's got some schematics for that as well. And then he's got this entire little dartboard here of, you know, who exactly is the Bat. He's hitting on a bunch of different options, but he is tying Bruce Wayne to it. Whether it's getting anywhere or not, well, not quite. Something worth mentioning is Descendovox found another Easter egg. There's a hexadecimal spotted in a couple different areas, one of which is a GCPD server room, and there's a screen that says if you translate the hexadecimal. Says, joining the GCPD was the easiest thing I ever did. I will find out all their dirty little secrets. By the time they know what I know, it will be too late. This is only the beginning. So it sounds like Enigma's been working on this for a while. But if we come in here to his secret little room, we find our first Riddler trophy. I believe there's a way to unlock the information on Enigma to show that he is part of the GCPD, but I don't know exactly how to unlock it. Either way, that's going to be it for this video. Please stay tuned for some of Alfred's snark, and I'll see you for the DLC.
I'm glad you weren't around earlier, sir. The King Bat decided to grace us with the gift of guano. The size and stench were unlike anything I've ever encountered.
Did you collect a specimen for analysis?
Actually, I did. If you won't investigate this horror, I will.
I'm looking forward to reading your results.
Maintain that tone of yours and you'll be tasting them instead.